time for more Trinity. If you haven't already, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, maybe leave us a comment, share it with somebody that you think could really benefit. All of these things help us be more visible, and as you know, we're trying to get the message out there that everybody can participate in our Wednesday night meditations. And in so doing, they can empower energies into the consciousness which will change the reality for all of us. Every week, it's a different energy. This week, it's the energy of connection. Connection is easy to understand if you approach it from the point of view of everybody has an intent, right? Everybody wants to be something in this world. They want to have flow in their life. They want to have friends. They want to have a good job. They want to be a good person. They want to have enjoyable interactions. Those intents have to go through a process and become a manifestation. It's easy to say, I want more friends, but do you have more friends in your life? Is the manifestation matching the intent? Well, the thing in between is connection. And we're going to talk about it in that way by showing you a self-defense demonstration, really. It's not a technique at this point. But I'm going to get Diane out here. And Diane has watched all of these videos. She's been in my self-defense class. She understands that self-defense is not about fancy stuff. It's about not getting hurt. So I have decided to spring something on her. She doesn't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to do something, and it's going to be pretty intense. And her job is just to defend herself. That is to say, don't get hurt. Right?
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
Oh, God, get
All right. Now, perhaps a little unrealistic. There might be some lead up to it. Somebody might threaten you. They might, call you names. It might escalate, and the tension escalates before they pull out a weapon. But if somebody has a weapon, they're not going to just walk in and go, hey, I've got this knife. It's going to be hidden. It's going to be in a pocket. It's going to be in their belt or something. And they'll pull it out at some point, and then they'll start stabbing, right? And it's just going to be like a sewing machine. It's just stab, 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 stab. Now,
I'm dead.
let me hold that for a minute. The point of all of this is that what you practice is what comes out under pressure. Now, if you practice to fight, you're going to try and fight this person. If you practice to run away, then you're going to run away. Did anybody notice that the door was open and Diane didn't even think of running away? It's because she doesn't practice that. And if you practice to do nothing, you're going to do nothing. If you've never seen a knife and it's a new situation and you've never practiced anything, you'll probably just freeze up and get stabbed. The point of all of this is that between your intent and your manifestation, there is what you practice. Practice is the connection between intent and manifestation. All of you say, oh, I wouldn't put up with things in my life that don't resonate. Well, do you practice leaving the room when you notice something's not resonating? If you don't practice it, it's not going to just come magically into your manifestation. So I'm going to show Diane a really simple thing that she can do if somebody stabs like that. Usually they got a hand up here, they're trying to grab you, they're trying to stab. All you're going to do is what we call an X block. That is to say, you keep your fingers tucked in, and you just make this X block. So if you try to stab me, X block.
Okay.
And again, X block. Coming from a different angle, you're just going to X block. Over the top, X block. Most of the time, though, it's this way. People love that motion. So block, 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 get the hell out of there. Simple technique. You can learn it in about 30 seconds, but it now gives you something to practice. If I stab now, she's got the thing. She knows what to do. If I keep going, she can run away. Very simple. Big difference between when we started, though. All I did was give her something to practice. And that's really all you need to do. To make the transition, to make the transition from I have a good intent to I'm getting that intent to manifest, The little black box in between is, what do you practice? Practice is the connection between your intent and your manifestation. And if you have nothing to practice, then nothing comes out in your manifestation. So give yourself this little tool. When you're in a situation and it doesn't feel right and you're not getting any resonance, instead of going, well, what do I have to say to this person? What trick do I have to use to get us on the same page? Just say, no, and then leave. Practice leaving situations that don't resonate. Because if you don't practice it, you will continue to have manifestations full of non-resonance because that's what's coming out. Practice things that don't resonate, no, and then leave. Oh, but everybody's going to get mad at me. This is not going to work. How can I solve all the problems in my life if I don't stay in there and figure out what to do? Well, if you stay in there and figure out what to do, that's what will come out in your manifestation. That's what you're practicing. If you're practicing wrestling with the issue, that's what you will manifest. If you're practicing saying no to things that don't resonate, that's what will manifest. You will begin to X those things out of your life. So think of this X block as cutting non-resonance out of your life every time you practice it. If you think this stuff's cool, stay tuned for more Trinity.